Hey, listen, I just wanted to get in here and before I jump in the gym, describe a way for us all to win. There is something called like competition, something called like the game of making sure we know who's right and who's wrong, which is the game where everyone loses actually. And then there's another game called the game of how to make life wonderful. Let's do this wonderfully. And we can see that we can repurpose things. Like I just listened to a podcast thing from LFR family, and he really was discussing lots of nuance of his specific family situation, the way his kids think about things compared to him, and how careful he is with the conversation publicly about the nuance that is needed for him to be a father of his family. And in his supposed category of racing, he is supposedly supposed to be in a certain way, and his kids are having the effect of him being opposite of the way he should be, and he's getting to discuss it in some way that's really nuanced. So I guess what I want to say is I think it's true. Differences may at times cause things like they in time, in history, in human history, differences cause things like what the word war is in some way, but distinctions distinctly distinguish uh, and extinguish the fire in some way. They describe the fire and they have it be that, yeah, we don't want to sit on it actually. It can be used to warm our hands with, the fuel for some energizing thing to do better with. But yeah, in some big fundamental way, um, A Course in Miracles, which is the course that I'm on, of course. This is the course that I share with you, of course, too, who hear this voice, my voice, sharing the ring of Isabel that goes ding-a-ling-a-ling, Course in Miracles, speaking, which is that everything gets repurposed in some big way, actually, from competition to collaboration. And from admitting, like, man, my side's dynamics, my own side's dynamics, not, yeah, but yours, yeah, but all of ours, yeah, and you can understand theirs too. Can understand. I swear to God, you're smart enough to understand not just your own side's positions, which makes sense why you have them, what you're defending, what you're valuing, what you're making being a stand for. It all makes sense and it's all okay. And so too does theirs make sense. It's okay that it exists as it is, that it's a phenomena in someone's heart or mind. It's understandable, actually. Doesn't mean we get to say, hey, you get to keep throwing bombs at Iraq, President Bush, but we don't want to like publicly crucify you or something like this. No, no more. Forgiving Fauci. Let's let him go too. No, you don't get to throw your jabs at our shoulders if we don't want it, actually. This is the decision that I say I can speak. Just like I know I knew that, basically I felt like it was probable that someone was going to be elected in this election, but I did not want to choose one of them to rule you or me from sea to shining sea. And I knew each one of them would have their blessings and their problems and things. Uh, and if it would have been the other one that would have been the supposed one, then they would have just been, the other people would have been pissed off differently than the ones who are pissed off the way they are about the way whoever won the supposed presidency is pissing, one side off. I knew if I felt inspired not to choose to try to have one of them rule me or you from sea to shining sea. I did have a proclivity of what I thought my proclivity based on my own biases and my own perspectival part that I see. I thought a certain side would be more likely beneficial than the other, but I did not want to choose it, and I would have rather have chose that none of you chose it as well, actually. And there is a way for us to rise above it, actually. That is a true thing. I know. I believe the race for the presidency, the race for the black, the white, the brown, the color. Oh my God, the surface of like competition. How stupid, actually. How well understandable. Human dynamics, eh? Group dynamics, even like biology, like that. There is a reason that um, we have group dynamics comes from some, we could say it from an evolutionary biology sort of way, that group dynamics include dynamics of protecting against infectious diseases, actually, and herd immunities that develop for certain groups, and then they bring those into they bring what they are carrying around with them that they are immune to, that isn't bothering them, actually, that's become um, a part of their way, but they infect this other tribe that doesn't have that, didn't build it up. And so those are reasons why we get to see what the stupidity of the group dynamics actually have, like, natural explanations too. They're not just stupid, they're actually naturally understandable. And we can transcend, we can end that trance of that dance in a way that is definitely in the world of can, compared to some things like this car cannot drive it through the ocean, or as I like to say in some way, like these keys I can't use them to, I can't stick them in your belly button and make you pregnant. It's not going to happen. Okay. Good day. I love you.